The lasers flash for just a couple seconds.
It's your boy Busy, back at it again. I just wanted to get on here and briefly discuss some of these ongoing conspiracy theories surrounding the Maui fires that happened just over a month ago. I keep seeing on TikTok that there were claims of some sort of space laser. I just want to go ahead and look over some of these claims, see what these people are even talking about, and go ahead and try to put these conspiracies to bed once and for all.
Alright guys, before I start this video, I need to remind you that this is a conspiracy theory of what happened at Maui. Now to start off, we need to time travel a little bit, back in time to January 28th. And I think a lot of you will remember January 28th because that's the day the spy balloon was going over the United States. What a lot of people don't realize though, is that on the same day, the University of Hawaii released this photo of green lasers going from space onto Hawaii. Now China did later comment about the lasers, stating that they were measuring for pollutants and geography and all that. And the satellite was right over Hawaii. Now I know you've already seen these photos too. This is one of the photos of the blue cloth that did not get burned even though the fire went right through there. And to be honest, the photos go on and on. I mean guys, even cars, blue cars, did not get burned. Now this entire building went down and everything near it. Blue umbrella stood. Now this even goes deeper, okay? You see all this aluminum that was melted from these cars?
Yeah, no shit.
Do you guys realize how hot it's got to be to melt aluminum? 1,221 degrees. It's kind of strange because the melting point of asphalt is 343 degrees. I dug a little bit deeper. And online, you can actually get a list of the times of when the fire started, where they're at, and all that in Maui. And the crazy part is, every single big event that happened during that time, the satellite happened to be pretty close.
Let's go ahead and check out this actual footage of the Chinese satellite laser in action.
The lasers flash for just a couple seconds. Initially thought to be from a NASA altimeter satellite, the Japanese put out a correction note on Monday saying NASA scientists found a most likely candidate as the ACDL instrument by the Chinese Daki-1 AEMS satellite. I went to a University of Hawaii astronomer who read up on AEMS instruments.
It's a Chinese satellite that is measuring pollutants, among other things. It has many different instruments on it, some kind of topographical mapping, or they're also used for measuring stuff in the Earth's atmosphere, and I think that's what it is, to environmental measurement satellite.
Both experts say this isn't explicitly a spy satellite. It is cataloged and known by governments around the world.
The U.S. has satellites that do the same thing. So in this case, despite all of the flurry, well-deserved flurry about Chinese spy satellites and other devices, this one is just orbiting Earth and has a known orbit.
The footage was taken January 28th, before the recent incident where a Chinese balloon traversed over the mainland U.S. before being shot down off the coast of South Carolina.
So there we have some of the footage of the Chinese satellite lasers in action. What exactly are they doing? They claim to have been searching for pollution in the atmosphere, you know, just sort of sorting out the poison levels in the upper atmosphere. Do I believe that this is the same technology used to start the fires in Maui? No, because in my honest opinion, if you're going to use any sort of laser to start any sort of destruction, you're going to be wanting to use infrared. As you saw, it's pretty easy to see these green lasers shooting off from space, like a episode of Star Wars. So China obviously isn't going to be wanting to use green lasers because they're so easy to see. Infrared is really the only option. We do have some security footage of the actual spark.
August 7th at 10:47 p.m., a day earlier, you hear a witness describe a flash that might be a tree falling on a power line.
It's windy, and then there's a flash, and I think that's when a tree's falling on a power line. The power goes out.
One expert saying those videos taken in upcountry Maui show the flames spreading and may be the first evidence of downed power lines igniting a fire.
We've got that video of that kind of explosion, and we've got 10 sensors in that community that show a very sharp drop in electrical voltage at precisely that same time.
Power line just went down.
By the next morning, August 8th at 6:37 a.m. in Lahaina, Shane True uses a garden hose to battle a fire.
That's the power line that started. Started from up the road there, and all of that is still burning.
Authorities declaring that brush fire under control around 9 a.m., but then lost control of the flames hours later when the winds caused a flare-up to spread. By 5 p.m., Lahaina's historic Front Street up in flames.
Looking over the evidence, everything I've seen in regards to some sort of energy weapon, some sort of satellite laser being used, I would say it's completely bogus. Some trees may have fallen on some power lines and disrupted the energy flow there in the lines, which obviously spread flames to the ground and surrounding dry brush. You know, it is in fact the power lines being hit and not some sort of nefarious laser weapon from the Chinese government. You can't use conspiracy theories to cover up what is actually happening, which in my opinion is just overall global warming due to mass overconsumption. I mean, it's just as simple as that. The fires in Maui took hundreds of lives. There's still over 300 people missing as of the recording of this video. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified for future videos. And stick around on the channel with some of these fine videos here. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Since legit, busy, been a sinner. Yeah. Eat her ass like it's lobster dinner. Damn. Move that cash like a money printer. Whoa.